Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren Albandian. I am the coordinator for ISAR 2022. ISAR, as some of you may know, the conference comes every 4 years, and back in 2020, we just weren't able to have in-person conferences, and that just had to be shelved for the moment. Tried again in 2021. As we well know, 2021 did not work for anyone in in-person meetings. So here we are in 2022. We are full steam ahead, ready to do this conference, and we are excited about it. If you are looking for information, and I encourage you to look for information about the conference, you can go to isar2022.org, isar2022.org, and you'll find a complete array of information for you to review, to register, to see our 100 speakers with all their lectures. This conference is being held the 25th of August through the 29th. It'll be held in Westminster, Colorado, and this is right between Denver and Boulder. The beautiful Colorado Rocky Mountains. The weather's going to be gorgeous. All your friends are going to be there, so you're not going to want to miss it. So again, isar2022.org. And today I'm talking with my colleague, Ray Merriman. Thank you, Ray, for taking time out of what I know is, and I am sure is a very busy schedule.
Yes, thank you, Laura. Pleasure to be here. And I'm also looking forward to this great conference, 2022 ISAR.
So you guys, I'm sure you all know who Ray is, but I'm gonna, for those of you who are new to the astrological community watching this and you don't know, Ray Merriman is a financial astrologer. He's an author of several financial market timing books, including the 5-volume series, The Ultimate Book on Stock Market Timing. He also authored Evolutionary Astrology, Journey of the Soul Through the Horoscope, the Solar Return Book of Predictions. He is the recipient of the Regulus Award for Enhancing Astrology's Image as a Profession in 1995 and the Regulus Lifetime Achievement Award in 2012. And he has served as the ISAR president for a number of years, starting back in 1994 through 2000 and 2002 through 2008, and then again 2015 to 2017. And so Ray has been involved in the astrological community, helped coordinate any number of UAC conferences. Those are United Astrology Conferences, some of the largest astrology conferences in the United States and perhaps in the world. So Ray, I have a real, a personal question to ask you in terms of your feelings and thoughts about what does it feel like, or what do you think it's going to feel like for us all to come back together for this event?
Well, I think it's going to be a tremendous reunion for many, many people. We haven't been apart from each other as an astrological community of this nature with ISAR since UAC 2018. So this is the first large gathering of the international astrology community since for 4 years. So I think it's going to be a tremendous sense of joy, a sense of reunion. I think there'll be a lot of tears, a lot of laughter. It's going to be incredible.
The UAC Planning Committee chose the tagline, Joining Hearts and Minds, which I think is quite apropos and apt for this event, because it is a feeling of joining, of coming back together, of connecting in our astrological language through our minds and through information, and joining with hearts, which means we are coming back to see our friends. I mean, we all have friends. This is our community.
It goes both ways. I mean, yes, we have a well-established community that's developed over the last 30 years. And also during that time, each year, new and exciting astrologers and students into astrology come into the field. So it's sort of a crossover point. I think we've been making that crossover point since 2020, and this will be the cap of it, where we actually turn the mantle over, if you will, from the Pluto and Leo generation to all the younger generation of astrologers who've been developing the last 20 years and continue to develop. And now we have career astrologers. We didn't have that so much before 1990. That transition is taking place, and I think the crossover is really a remarkable turning point indicated by this conference.
Yeah, I think it's remarkable as well. It's I think back many years, you and I have been in this profession a long time, and trying to imagine what astrology would look like. And it has far exceeded my expectations by a long shot, for sure.
Mine too. It's just amazing the transformation that's taking place, especially since the late 1980s
Yeah.
Until now. And it continues to transform. Part of that was because of the internet revolution and communications around the world. And part of it, I think, is a lot to do with the ISAR's active involvement in upgrading the standards in profession of astrology. So we have a tradition to uphold and to continue in reimagining the future.
Excellent. So, Ray, you're doing a workshop at the conference.
Yes.
It's scheduled, folks, for Thursday, August 25th. That's the same day as the opening ceremony in the evening. So
Yes.
you can arrive on Wednesday, explore Denver, if you wish, or Boulder, or the surrounding areas, and then come to some pre-conference workshops. And Ray, you're doing one called Astrology and the Art of Financial Market Timing, How to Forecast Trends and Market Reversals. So for me, I'm a lay person when it comes to financial astrology. Certainly, I have my own management of my finances, but not in the way that you'll be addressing. So if you could talk to us in a way that might reach me, that would be helpful.
Let me do my best.
Okay.
Let me start with a statement based on my 40 years of experience as a financial markets analyst. And that is that nothing is as precise and consistently accurate in the ability to time tops and bottoms as financial astrology. In my experience, it's the most accurate tool that I know of that consistently identifies market reversals, period. And it doesn't just end there, because secondly, the other important thing is that financial markets offer us one of the very few objective means we have available to test astrological validity. And that's because financial markets offer data in the form of prices that can be measured every day, every week, every month, every year, from a high or a low. And we can identify specific dates. And then we can correlate those dates with astrological factors that are present and have been present before to see what the relationship is. So we have this unique ability to look at the historical correlation to market trends and market price reversals. And that knowledge, that ability is extremely valuable for anyone looking for that extra edge, which all traders in markets seeks. But I should say that it's not just for traders who can benefit from this knowledge. Investors can too, investors like yourself. And basically I'm an investor too, but I do like to trade. So long-term cycle highs and lows also have correlations to long-term planetary cycles and their trends. And the rule is the longer the planetary cycle, the longer the market cycle. And I'm going to discuss that in the workshop that's going to be designed for both beginners and intermediate term astrologers, intermediate level astrologers. So this workshop is going to share those research studies that show the correlation of astrological factors to short-term and long-term financial markets. For instance, the moon changes signs every 2 to 3 days. And that's a very valuable market timing indicator for very short-term traders if you get the right setup. And as you also know, planetary stations and aspects, they can be effect for, 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how long they are. And they identify long-term market reversals. And we get 3 or 4 times every year when every financial market is going to make an important high or low for investors. Okay. So the focus of this workshop is going to be on stock markets, precious metals, gold and silver, and Bitcoin, and how to integrate astrology with cycle studies to attain optimal market timing skills.
Sweet. That sounds awesome. It sounds like a lot of information.
Yeah.
It sounds like people will have, as you have clearly stated, clear data to show how this works and give them application of those tools. Those of you who are dabbling and want to get more serious about your investing process or trading, this is a great workshop for you to attend. Ray has years of experience. He's well known in the astrological community. He's taught many, many, many people these techniques and methods. So this is your opportunity to learn from someone who's as experienced as Ray is. So don't miss this. So go to isar2022.org and register. Come and join us for the conference. We're going to have a whole lot of fun, right? And you just don't want to miss out on that fun, because there's going to be so much joy. It'll just blow the roof off the place, right?
That's true. It's going to be high energy. And I want to also say this is the only financial astrology workshop I'm teaching this year. And it's a great price that you're offering it at. I think anybody interested should take advantage of this opportunity. And I look forward to seeing everybody there who can make it. I think it's going to be a very exciting event.
Absolutely.